Imagine you're a diver. The year is 2000. Abu Qir Bay, Egypt. The water is murky, warm, 30 feet deep. You're looking for Napoleon's warship sunk here in 1798. And then through the silt you see something that stops your heart. A face, stone, the size of a car, staring up at you from the seafloor. Behind it walls, columns, streets, a city, completely intact, untouched for 1400 years. You've just found something that the entire academic world spent 1,000 years insisting didn't exist. This is Heracleion, and this is what they left out. 2,500 years ago, if you wanted to enter Egypt, you came through here first. Picture it, a sprawling city on islands in the Nile Delta, dozens of canals cutting between temples and warehouses. Ships from Greece, Rome, Carthage, Phoenicia all lined up waiting to dock. Merchants haggling on stone quays, priests moving through torchlit temple courtyards, the smell of cedar wood, spices, fish, salt. Heracleion was Egypt's front door to the world. Every ship entering the Nile paid taxes here. Every cargo got inspected here. The city was extraordinarily rich. Herodotus visited and wrote about it. Diodorus Siculus wrote about it. Strabo wrote about it. The Greeks called it Heracleion, named after Hercules, who was said to have set foot on this exact ground. The Egyptians called it Thonis. For centuries, it was one of the most referenced cities in the ancient Mediterranean world, and then it sank. The Nile Delta looks solid. It isn't. Underneath that flat, fertile ground, millions of years of river sediment. Wet, unstable, under the weight of colossal stone temples, massive warehouses, a city built to last forever. It slowly, silently gave way. Picture the ground beneath your feet turning liquid, slowly, over years, over decades. Statues beginning to tilt, temple floors cracking, water rising through the stone. No invasion, no fire, no single catastrophic moment. Just the earth opening up and swallowing a city whole. By the 6th or 7th century AD, what remained of Heracleion slipped beneath the waves. Within a generation underwater, within a century forgotten, within 500 years denied. This is the part that should make you angry. The ancient sources were clear. Multiple credible historians described Heracleion in specific, consistent detail. The location, the temples, the sacred lake, the commercial harbor, the medieval academic consensus. Probably mythological, probably exaggerated, probably confused with Alexandria. Herodotus personally visited Egypt and wrote about this city, and the response, for 1,000 years, was essentially, he probably got confused. Alexandria got the attention, the library, the lighthouse, the legacy. 20 miles to the west, and it consumed all the oxygen in the room. Heracleion. Nobody was looking. Nobody was funding expeditions. Nobody was diving in Abu Qir Bay searching for a city that wasn't supposed to exist. Nobody except Frank Gaudio. Gaudio used sub-bottom sonar technology that sees through the seafloor. In 1999, it started returning impossible readings. Large structures, geometric, organized. His divers went down in 2000. What they found was almost impossible to process. The same liquefaction that sank the city had preserved it. Mud had swallowed Heracleion whole and sealed it away from looters, from salvagers, from time itself. A colossal statue of the pharaoh 5 meters tall lying face up on the seafloor, perfectly preserved. Beside it, a statue of a queen. Beside her, happy god of the Nile flood, the largest statue of this deity ever found anywhere on Earth. 64 ancient ships in the silt, 700 anchors, each one a ghost of a vessel that had passed through this port 1,000 years before Rome fell. Gold coins scattered across the seafloor, bronze gods, ritual objects, sacred animal sarcophagi, stone tablets with royal decrees, still readable after 2,000 years underwater, and one inscription that settled everything. A single stele, using both names Thonis and Heracleion in the same sentence. 14 centuries underwater, and the stone itself was still correcting the record. The discovery made news. Documentaries were made, UNESCO issued statements. Then, it quietly faded. What didn't happen? A reckoning with how we got it so wrong. For 1,000 years, scholars dismissed ancient eyewitnesses describing one of the most important cities in the Mediterranean world. Those eyewitnesses were right. The city was real. Exactly where they said. Exactly what they described. And the academic response was, yes. Well, moving on. Gaudio's team is still there, still diving. Every season, new objects rise from the silt. The work will take generations. But the full extent of what lies beneath Abu Qir Bay remains unknown. And the question nobody is asking loudly enough If we dismissed Heracleion as myth for 1,000 years, what else are we dismissing right now? The ancient writers knew. They were there, they told us. We just decided. They were wrong. That's what they left out. 30 feet below the surface of Abu Qir Bay. The rest of Heracleion is still down there. Waiting. Still holding everything the ancient world thought was worth remembering. If history left this out of your textbook, now you know why. Subscribe, because the stories that matter most are always the ones they didn't teach you.